We already have methods which define a full life cycle. Now we'll need a method which will start one activity from another. To do so, we'll use the existing automatically generated code, the menu handling. Clicking the Settings option in the menu will call the given code fragment. It's about time we started the second activity. To do so, call the Start Activity method. This call takes an intent, which has to be created. Intent is a special class which is pretty often used in Android. It's the class whose purpose is to pass a certain intention of performing a specific action. In our case, it's starting the activity. In order to do this, we call a method which takes the activity class to be started. That is why we use a constructor which takes the context and the class. We can pass something which is available via getApplicationContext as a context. It is the application context. As the second argument, we pass the class. In our case, it'll be helloActivity.class. Now, clicking Settings will cause the intent to be created and the new activity to be started. After launching the application, we see the launch screen. Clicking the Settings option will cause another application to be launched. Clicking the Back button will cause the removal of the second activity from the stack and the return to the first one. The second click of the Back button removes the first activity from the stack, after which we return to the launcher. Now let's check what exactly happened. The Android tab in Android Studio includes, among other things, a logcat, which is a better view which allows for browsing logs. Here we have several very useful options. We may filter logs with respect to a specific application, package, or see all the logs on the given device. We may choose a specific device which we want to test our application on. We may also determine the logging level. These are layered in the following order: verbose, debug, info, warning, error, assert. We are interested in the debug level, but we may leave verbose, because this level also includes debug. We also have the possibility of filtering logs after a tag. Now let's clean the logs and restart the application. After the first start of the application, the onCreate, onStart, and onResume methods were logged. It means that the activity was created, became visible to the user, and the user gained access to it. After starting another activity, interesting things start to happen. We get on pause first, which means that the user no longer has contact with an activity. It's still visible, but the user may no longer do anything with it. Now, onCreate is called, which means that a completely new activity is created. The new activity is subsequently displayed, and the user gains access to it. The moment the user gains access to the new activity, the activity underneath is no longer visible. Now, we undo the situation by pressing the back button. The activity which is on top goes into a pause state and stops being visible to the user. Now, the activity which is under it is started. It becomes visible, but the new object is not created because the activity was on the stack all the time. In the next step, the activity from the bottom is resumed. The top activity is informed about the fact that it is no longer visible, and after a while, it's destroyed using the onDestroy method, because it has been removed from the stack. The moment we click the back button again, the methods onPause, onStop, and onDestroy are called on the previous activity. It is no longer accessible to the user, stops being visible, and is destroyed. This is roughly what an activity lifecycle looks like in the case of two activities. Are called the moment the screen is locked.